sausage in the hole sounds fantastic.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're looking at the ongoing situation around celebrity chef Gino D'Acampo.
They described behaviour which they claim was unacceptable, distressing and horrendous. D'Acampo told ITV News he firmly denied the allegations.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Only a few months after the world of British culinary TV was rocked by dozens of allegations of inappropriate behaviour from Gregg Wallace, leading to him getting sacked from MasterChef, a new celebrity chef is in the firing line. Gino D'Acampo.
I definitely saw it as some kind of power play. The very act of what he said was aggressive.
In the immediate aftermath of Wallace's 2024 scandal, a few stories did crop up detailing alleged complaints made against Gino too, which was enough to prompt ITV News to investigate one of the network's biggest stars.
Technically, I mean, although you are naked, you're not quite naked enough.
What do you mean, naked?
Well, you're wearing an apron.
In February 2025, the full investigation appeared, with a large text article and accompanying ITV News slots. Multiple women were interviewed as part of the investigation, which uncovered complaints made about Gino's sexual remarks by various people who had worked on his production.
That's not naked.
All right, I'll take it out. All right, I had a little...
To be clear, nothing criminal has been alleged so far, and the bigger issue is similar to the issues around Wallace, that complaints were made, but that they were brushed under the carpet so as not to rock the boat or risk ITV's ratings.
We've heard from camera crew and production staff who told us they believe they've either witnessed or experienced themselves lewd comments, sexually inappropriate behaviour or bullying.
Gregg Wallace isn't as big a draw as Gino D'Acampo, who seems to be loved and successful no matter where he goes or what he does, which could explain why these complaints have ended up so obscure. On the other hand, if ITV was so desperate to protect Gino, since he does primarily work for them, it didn't have to allow or publicize this investigation so heavily.
Hey, 2.5 minutes. Took my dad 65 seconds to do me. So you can imagine in 2.5 minutes what I can do.
But what exactly is being alleged? Well, Gino's long been known for his lewd sense of humor, with filthy jokes on daytime TV frequently going viral.
My grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. You know what, you know,
Most of the complaints concern this, and say that he behaves the same way off camera, as well as being aggressive.
He was using his power to bully and intimidate us. For what? A cookery programme.
One woman has said he told her in front of the entire crew on one show that he wanted to sleep with her, albeit in more colourful language than that, and equally that she wasn't surprised the comment went unchallenged.
It was in between shots, and Gino turned to me and in front of everybody said that he would like to turn me over and me up the against the kitchen counter.
This happened 15 years ago, and Gino and his representatives have emphatically denied this particular claim, but there are more. Another woman said that he exposed himself during a production, with Gino allegedly telling her that it didn't matter because his member wasn't very big.
He opened the door in his boxer shorts, nothing else, and jumped on the bed and was sort of leg up. We had to sort of sit there facing him, and he made, reference to his.
She also said that his behavior felt aggressive, but she didn't leave the production. Unfortunately for lots of women, when the choice between quitting a steady job and putting up with an inappropriate male boss, the job usually wins, because they can't rely on still being employed if they actually raise their concerns and kick up a fuss.
I see it all as quite aggressive, really. I just almost thought, let's get to the end of this, and then I'll never work anywhere near him.
Yet more comes from the 2018 production of Gordon, Gino and Fred's Road Trip, where various production members told ITV that Gino had been making remarks about a woman's breasts, suggesting to others that they should get drunk and have an orgy.
One told us they witnessed him appearing to threaten a young colleague over an ice cream.
He also said some highly lurid things about the texture of mozzarella and which female body part he thought its texture resembled.
They said, "I was present when Gino said to the runner, 'If you don't get me a Cornetto, I will your girlfriend.'"
Gino has categorically denied not only making the remarks, but that any complaints were ever raised with him, claiming to have no memory of any such incidents.
Mr. D'Acampo told us he was mortified to be accused of saying inappropriate words to a junior member of staff.
However, one of the production companies he was working with, Objective Media Group, provided evidence to ITV that some of the complaints were investigated and Gino was spoken to.
But ITV News understands concerns were raised 7 years ago after a complaint about the filming of Gordon, Gino and Fred's road trip.
This was about the 2018 incidents, but also some others from the show Mission Impossible in 2023, saying that due process was followed and things were reviewed.
And does your wife know you've named a bottle Jessie Juice?
No.
No.
ITV itself has said that it wasn't made aware of any complaints being made via the production companies whose shows it buys. It's clear that something is afoot when the companies are saying that the complaints were investigated and properly dealt with, and Gino is denying that such complaints ever happened.
No, but I've always wanted to do it.
This is too much.
In the course of its investigations, ITV spoke to just as many people who said that Gino was always professional and that despite his reputation and habit of making lurid comments, he was fun to work with and didn't mock the production crew. But the allegations still span 12 years at this point.
Go on. We got some for you. Yeah? Gino!
Hello?
Gino!
Are you done?
Whatever the truth, his ITV career now lies in ruins. Days after the expose, ITV announced that it has, quote, no plans to work with him again, and has decided to drop all upcoming broadcasts of his unaired shows. Much like how the BBC decided it wasn't going to run any more episodes of MasterChef if Gregg Wallace was in them.
Before I explain the recipe, I need to ask if I can say a certain word. Can I whisper to your ear first?
Yeah, but I don't know whether you can say.
Prostitute.
This seemingly includes an entire series of family fortunes that's been recorded but not yet aired, and has now been cancelled.
But tonight, ITV News understands the series filmed in 2023 is not currently scheduled for broadcast, and ITV has no plans to work with Gino D'Acampo.
He's yet another nail in the coffin of This Morning, as one of the few big draws the former daytime giant still had.
Once it's in, I love it. But
Nice, you see? Hey, welcome back to This Morning.
Now that the story has broken and the allegations have been added up, it's more than 40 complaints of misconduct, according to some outlets, while just as many people are defending Gino and saying that his personality and sense of humor are known quantities in the industry.
Apparently, anchovies calms these areas down.
Calms it down?
Yeah,
Wow.
slightly calms these
Because that's
areas
an
down.
area you...
Old clips of Gino making remarks about celeb co-stars like Fern Cotton and Holly Willoughby have also resurfaced, doing the rounds online.
Seriously,
you're safe with
since
this.
you've been up the fluff or whatever it's called, it's been. Or how do you say again?
Gino is still denying everything, but only time will tell whether he decides to take ITV to court. Other stars hit with scandals lately have said they're considering it, including Strictly's Wyn Evans, who's apparently debating going after the BBC for loss of earnings.
First of all, I'm not making toad in a hole. This is sausage in a hole. It's not a toad in a hole.
There's also David Walliams, who was dropped by Britain's Got Talent in January 2023 and has since launched a lawsuit suing the production company, Fremantle, over allegedly losing his ability to be funny.
This is my
interpretation?
interpretation of the sausage in the hole.
Toad in the hole.
Sausage in the hole.
Gregg Wallace, Russell Brand, and Neil Gaiman, meanwhile, have not launched defamation or libel suits against the journalists who have shone a light on allegations against them. If Gino does decide to take ITV News to court, the onus would be on ITV to prove to judges that what it said in its reports is not defamatory.
Nice.
Yeah, because he's a big boy, you know, he's in every way, by the way. He's, I know, it's fine.
I do want to know.
But considering how strict British libel law is and how it often comes out on the side of the plaintiff, if Gino doesn't want to go through with one, that would speak volumes.
But you know, we used to get naked in the caravan.
He's also reportedly vowed himself not to work with ITV again and wants to use the full power of the law to fight the allegations. We'll see how it plays out over the coming months. Whatever the truth, he's made plenty of sexual comments on live television for decades, so it's not hard to imagine that he'd keep doing it off camera, and that not everyone would feel comfortable around it.
I'm sorry, we're a little distracted because Gino's been away and he is definitely back.
No!
Oh, no! Gino D'Acampo!
What do you think? Do you agree with ITV writing Gino off? Or do you think the celebrity chef witch hunt is getting out of hand? Let us know in those comments below.
This is what is wrong with this country. This is what is wrong with this country.